Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title guys, in this video I will be showing you how to make the best tasting fluffy quinoa, healthy quinoa. Let's get into the video. This is a quinoa. I'm preparing the organic PC quinoa, and I'm going to be measuring, and because the quinoa is fine grain guys, I'm going to be washing it in through the strainer. Okay, so I have this measuring cup here, and this is a 2 cup, so I'm gonna do like half of this, which is 1 cup of quinoa. So that's 1 cup of quinoa guys. I measured it, and I'm gonna pour it in this and wash it. Quinoa as a part of your diet is a good thing. So let me wash this guys, and then I'm gonna put it on. So guys, my quinoa is all washed here in the strainer. I washed it through the strainer because it's not as easy to handle as the rice. Quinoa would be a better option for you than rice sometimes, so it's good to take a break from the rice. I had 1 cup of quinoa here, and I measured 1 cup of water, so I'm gonna get my water to cover the quinoa, like just barely cover it, the same as rice. So let me see how much of this water I need. A half cup of water is good, and I'm gonna turn the burner on to high so the water can come to a boil. Just a dash or two guys, really I don't need salt. All the other times I'm cooking quinoa guys, I don't put butter, but this time I just feel like trying it with butter. So the butter is optional. You don't have to put butter, because I've cooked quinoa before and there was no butter, okay? But I'm just gonna put like just a little bit of butter. See, that much, just a little bit. And as I said, the butter is optional. You do not have to. All the other times I'm cooking, I do not put butter. But I just feel like trying it this time with the butter. And it came out perfectly fine without trying it with the butter before. My water is come to a boil 2 minutes after. And, you know, after your water's come to a boil, then I'm going to start timing it. Now that it's come to a boil, what I'm going to do is I put some, what I just put, it was thyme, because I wanted to take on the flavor of the thyme. But you don't have to put thyme, guys. It's optional. So I'm gonna turn it down on the lowest setting, like on very low. You guys, that water that I put is I put like 3/4 cup water. But yeah. So then I'm turning it on a guys, I don't like the way it's like spluttering a bit, so I think it needs some more water. I didn't do a cup of water. So this is the water remaining. So I'm gonna put, okay, it came to a boil and you saw how it was spluttering, right guys? So I added more water. I used a cup of water because I added the rest of water, okay? I added the rest of water, so yeah, you could start off the way I did it with 3/4 cup. If you see it looks like it needs more water because, you know, it was bubbling too much too early. So I added the rest of water. So I had a cup of quinoa to a cup of water, and then I placed thyme in it, and then I put it on. I'm gonna put the burner on 3 and let it cook. So I'll say within 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't want to cook it on too high of a flame. But guys, if your burner is not, if your heat is not, your quinoa, your water is not boiling somewhat, you turn it up some more. Let me turn it on 5. I'm just adjusting my flame here to get it to come to a bit of a boil. And it's very important that you stir, guys. Stir your pot. And now it starts to bubble again, the water. So I'm just going to turn it down and cook it on 3. And what I'm going to do, guys, is put the foil paper on top. Okay? The foil allows it to cook faster. But you have to watch it, guys. Like within, you know, every 5 minutes or 10 minutes you can watch it. Check it to see if the water is dry down. Because if the water is dry down, then you're going to turn the flame a bit lower. Because now I have it on like my burner on 3.5, and that's what's happening. Let me zoom in there. You see how much it's cooking there. So I'm gonna just cook it on the 3.5. That's what's happening for the next 10 minutes, I'll leave it on that setting, the stove, 3.5. Okay, just want you to see how much it's boiling there, guys. It's not boiling too high. See? So then by covering it, it's gonna build up more steam. Okay, and I put the thyme in. You could put whatever you want. You could put cilantro, you could put parsley, whatever you want if you don't like the thyme. That's the quinoa I'm working with, guys. The PC organic. They have different type of quinoas. I've seen whole wheat quinoa, I've seen red quinoa, but quinoa is very healthy, guys. This one is low in fat. It's a good source of fiber, and quinoa is a tasty and nutritious alternative to grains like rice and couscous. Serve as a side dish or add to salads, soups, or stir fries. Okay, guys, and I have cooked the quinoa and I enjoy it. And here you also have instruction if you want to follow the instruction on the packet. It says in a saucepan you're gonna bring 2 cups to 500 ml of water to boil, stir, and 1 1/4 cup of quinoa. Reduce heat to low and simmer. Cover for 15 minutes. Remove from heat and let stand for 5 minutes. Fluff with a fork before serving. Okay, guys, so I recommend the quinoa. And the nutritional facts here on the quinoa: it has no cholesterol, sodium, no sodium, which is good. Carbohydrates, 10% carbohydrates, and I guess this is based on a serving of a 1/4 cup of quinoa here. They give you the calorie amount, the fat that you're getting from it, from the serving, from eating. Sugar, 2 grams sugar. Fiber, 12% fiber, which is good. Vitamin A, there's none. Vitamin C, none. But calcium, 2% calcium. And iron, 15%, which is very good. I like that about the quinoa. For example, for especially for ladies that menstruate, this is what you need to pay attention to: the 15% iron that you get from the quinoa. Okay, so if you make your quinoa in a tasteful way, you will enjoy the quinoa. A lot of people don't like quinoa, but it's good to take a break from rice. Okay, it's not always good to have rice. Take a break from the rice and the flour and have some quinoa. And this quinoa, guys, I'm gonna serve it with, I have my steak kingfish left, so I'm gonna serve it with some of it. And let me just check on it. Let me just check here on the quinoa to see. See, guys, I just barely covered it. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting because it cooks so fast. Look how quickly the water is drying out. You see, there's water left. There's water, which is good because it shouldn't have dried out so fast. It's too soon for that. So I'm gonna turn it on 2 and then cover and let it cook like 10 more minutes. I'll give it 10 more minutes on the stove and then we'll get back to see the result. So, guys, I'm just checking in on the quinoa here. It has 5 more minutes left before it's 15 minutes into cooking. After it came to a boil, I started timing it. Okay, I'm just stirring it and it tastes good, guys. So I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes. The burner is on 2. I had it on 2, but I just put it on that dot there. Okay, so this is what I was cooking it on after, it started to boil up. I showed you. And then you cook it on 2, and I just turned it up a bit there. I can put it back on 2. Yeah, so I'm just cooking the quinoa on low flame. Okay. And here I'm reheating my kingfish to serve. So, guys, 15 minutes into cooking, and there's my time. As I said, the time is optional. I just put it for flavor, and you could put cilantro, parsley, or you don't have to put anything at all, just the quinoa. You don't have to put the butter, Just the quinoa with water and a little salt, okay? Even if you don't want to cook it with salt, whatever, guys, whatever how flavoring you want to take your quinoa to take. The quinoa should be chewable, guys. Chewable. It tastes a bit crunchy to me, but I'm just gonna cover it some more for like 5 more minutes. The water is dried out, and I had just a little bit drop of water left, guys, from the cup I had here. So I'm just gonna pour it on. Like maybe a tablespoon. I just put like a tablespoon more water because I wanted to get a bit more. It's crunchy, but I wanted to cook a bit softer. It's 15 minutes into cooking, so I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, guys. The package says here 15 minutes, but I'm giving it like 20 minutes. 25 minutes, up to half an hour. By half an hour, your quinoa should be cooked. Okay, but I'm gonna give it some more time for it to get a bit more softer. I tasted it. It's chewable, but I'm giving it 5 more minutes and then I'll serve. The quinoa is cooked now, guys. Cooked. So, guys, this is how you would cook the best, tasteful, fluffy quinoa. The quinoa is fluffy, guys, and it is full of taste. See how fluffy it is? And it is quick and easy to cook. Okay, guys, it cooks faster than rice. So let me taste it, guys, for you to see. So, guys, my quinoa here, I'm gonna have it with the kingfish that I made in the previous video. So, guys, if you'd like to see how I make this kingfish, please go over to that video on the kingfish. I'm gonna have the quinoa with the kingfish. There it is, guys. Looking so palatable and enjoyable with my Scotch bonnet pepper on top. If you'd like to see how I made the kingfish, please go over to that video, and here is my quinoa. It's good. The quinoa, guys, it's easier to digest than the rice. And it's not good all the time to have the same thing. Rice all the time. It's good to have quinoa with vegetables or seafood. Good. Perfect. And thanks for joining me in another video. Please give the video a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. If you do your own research on the quinoa, you would see how beneficial it is and how important it is for you to have it as a part of your diet. I never liked the taste of it at first, guys. There's so many things you can make with quinoa. I never liked the taste of it at first, but then, you know, I cooked it myself. If you cook it yourself, guys, and put the right things you like to give it flavor, like garlic, if you want to add garlic to it, or pepper, you know, like whatever you want to add to it, whatever it takes for you to eat it. Okay, with the garlic, so good, guys. I'm not exaggerating, guys. It is good with the garlic. And kingfish with the quinoa, I'm telling you. So, guys, thanks for joining me in another video, and please give this video a thumbs up, and I do appreciate you guys watching my videos to the end. See you in the next video.